And,
Also,
hey, it's red. Bon Vital. But I got all these samples from Bon Vital. I've used every one of them.
Yeah,
I can't tell the difference.
brand new. Sorry.
Oh, this is coming up.
Had to prime it.
Brand new. Okay, so cervical lamina is the space between spinous processes and the transverse processes. So it's this. So we're starting at C7, T1. We take both thumbs. We're staying between spinous processes and transverse processes. Thumbs together, glide up, glide up, glide up.
Opposite direction.
Yeah, before it was down, now we're going up, okay?
So
Different
any
directions.
When we do this one, we do it like, we work our way out, right? We do like interior, mid, then outer.
Yeah, well, this, you can get in that lamina groove with just one glide with both thumbs.
Oh, okay.
You won't even have to move. So C7, T1 is the most prominent, C7, so you can start just about at T1, C7, you're going in the lamina groove, you're just gonna glide, staying in between, medium paced, stop at the occipital ridge and pause. Come back out, stay in the lamina groove, slow, feel each tissue as it releases. If as you're coming along, I found a spot, so you're going superficial. Right here, there's a little bit of a tension, taut stuff, so I'm just gonna hang out. Do a little static here. I'm gonna do a little multi-directional friction while I'm here at it, and then I can continue my glide. So I'm just holding a little TPPR, trigger point pressure release. May not have been a trigger point, but it was something that I felt might be. So I'm just doing 4 to 6 times glides. I like 4. 6 is a little much in a face down position. So I just do glides in the lamina groove.
Is there a preference to
Face down or face up? Or-
Yeah, I mean, you're going cranial caudal or caudal cranial in either direction. Is there?
Meaning when I hit the trigger point?
But when he's face up,
Uh-huh.
it's cranial caudal, but face down it's caudal cranial.
Cranial, they're still the same. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
no-
It's the action
no
more.
difference.
So it's either this or this.
I guess she's
Okay.
asking, would you come this way to work on that lamina?
Oh, you mean coming in this direction?
Well, is
Yeah,
there
I
any
see what you're
benefit?
saying. I
Any
see what
other is
No,
there any benefit
you
to doing
wouldn't
it one
go-
way versus the other?
Yes.
There is.
There is.
Okay.
Now I get your question.
Okay.
When you're having a person face up and you're doing a glide down, you may contact different fibers on the way down that you wouldn't on the way up. The other benefit too from face up is if they already have a forward head posture and you're pressing in here, it's going to tighten and tense them up a little more in this position. And you may get other trigger points finding and when you come in this direction as opposed to the down towards the feet. So if you're coming head cranial, you may encounter, so going downward may change what you find. And it happens when we do lamina groove on the spine as well too. So you may find stuff going up and then coming down, you might not see it. So depends on where the fibers are and what's tucked up in there.
So you wouldn't do this then for somebody with forward head?
I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, but for tonight, if you have a real forward head, just use a lighter pressure and just go real slow. Because it just can make it worse but you could do this after you worked anterior neck and then flip them and then do a whole spinal thing. A whole traction, that kind of thing. So in a clinical situation where you're trying to help and benefit this person to the best of your abilities, this would not be a great way to do it if they came in with a forward head. I wouldn't start out with these lamina grooves. I'd flip them over and do the face up ones and get that extension and elevation, which is what we're looking for, SCM work, all the packs, open up all that. Then flip them, and you could just throw in some glides at the end. Maybe you'll hit some trigger points that you didn't find on the opposite glide, so you can redo. I need another little dot, a pea, a little pea. I fed baby squirrels last night. Little 2 days old. So cute.
Where were they?
One of my friends was he works for a tree service, and they took down 14 trees. And this nest fell 70 feet out of the tree. The tree fell and the whole nest fell and the mother wasn't there, but the babies were in the nest. So he went and got the babies out and brought them home and got cat formula and is feeding them with a little squisher thing.
bet
He's-
you the mother's devastated.
She's probably devastated, but the lady at the rescue center in Brookhaven said, she's a squirrel rescue woman, she said that the mother will usually come back within 24 to 48 hours after a tree's been taken down. So you put them in a little basket and you hang them from a limb and she'll come find them.
Oh, please.
But she didn't, and they have a surrogate squirrel that took on these babies. And a cat can do it too.
A cat can take on
And
a squirrel.
a baby, a dog can feed a squirrel, and a cat can feed a squirrel.
You mean like breast milk?
They were so little. I mean, they were this big, no hair, no eyes closed, and they wanted heat so bad. All they did was kept crawling up in my hand and just balling all up. Oh, they're so cute. Oh my God. I was like, how could anybody ever kill a
almost sound like
squirrel? They were so cute. And then I woke up every 2 hours to feed them.
So they were at your house overnight?
They were at my friend's house, and I didn't feel like driving home, so he's like, just crash here. And I was like, oh, good, I get to watch the babies tonight. Good old Aunt Robin. So gliding in the lamina grooves,
You gotta put them
slow.
on your Facebook.
We didn't even take a picture. We were all into them. We're like, oh, look, how
forgot
cute.
to-
Because I showed up at his house because he was having breathing problems. And I had worked all day, but I said, I'll come help you. And I rubbed him down with some Tiger Balm and worked on his lungs and his diaphragm. And
Breathing problems, yeah, right.
he did. He really did.
Just wanted to get you there.
He was coughing. Yeah, he does like me too. So, and I'm like, really, at 10 o'clock at night, you want me to come over? Do you have dinner
He
for
knows
me?
what to say.
It's not like 1 in the morning.
Well, it doesn't.
Well, he did want me to come over anyway.
did.
And you know, but he lives with his mother. Really?
Oh, okay, wow.
Okay, that's undateable.
I was
That's
like-
undateable at all, completely.
No, thank you. Well, I mean, I get why he lives with his mom. He's having issues, but still.
Yeah.
No.
But I helped him with his breathing and his bronchitis, and he had better in his squirrels.
Okay, so Tiger Balm.
Tiger Balm, rub all in the chest. You'll do work in the intercostals. You can use your T-bar. I did a lot of tapotamine. I did lung compressions. I did diaphragm work. I did all of this clavicle work. He was real sore here, and I did lots of tapping and brought it up the sternum. And then he started bringing it up because it was like a dry. He couldn't get it up, but he felt it congested. He felt like he was breathing at 50%. So then he came
Facetious.
too. And he was good. And I fed the squirrels.
So
while
he was legit.
He was legit. I saw he was totally legit, and he did. And his mom wakes up in the morning. I'm on the couch with the squirrels next to me in the little box. She comes in. It's like 6:20, and she's like,
Who are you?
"Oh, hi, Robin." And I was like, "Oh, okay, bye." My clients made me dinner last night after I finished with them at 9:30. They made me stir fry. All the perks you get. I'm telling you, this job rocks. Okay, so that's that. Cervical